Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a couple weeks. I'm hoping I can get through this without coughing or choking to death. As you can probably hear in my voice, I'm a little hoarse. I've been blessed to come down with laryngitis thanks to my daughter getting sick, then my wife getting sick, and then I got sick. I'm always the last one. We actually, since the last video, my wife had surgery. She's doing well. But then we had a little scare because we were getting the camper ready and she fell about 4 feet off the ladder. Luckily, she slid down the side of the camper enough that she only scuffed up her knee, thank God. But she's doing better now. Then some wonderful, despicable human being decided earlier this week that they wanted to dump a litter of kittens in front of our house. And I spent the beginning of this week wrestling them up and ended up getting 3 that I sent off to a animal hospital that was very gracious to take them for us and get them adopted out. One of them, unfortunately, looked like attacked and is possibly going to lose an eye. Other than that, when I talked to them yesterday, she said he should be okay, which makes me feel good because I felt pretty bad the first night. The first cat that we found crawled up in the Suburban because it was sitting outside, and I spent 3 hours getting it out from underneath the truck. Hence, we named that one Bourbon. That's what I think we named it. Then the next night, this poor little bugger was across the street in the brush, so we named him Bushy. I spent 45 minutes getting him. And then the day that we went to go take him up to the vet so they could get him adopted back out and get looked at, one more showed up at the house, right at the front door. And that was the one that was injured. So it's been a crazy few days here. I haven't gotten anything done on this. I have gotten parts, though. I did, before I got sick, before we even went on vacation, I replaced the coil pack in it. Oh, this is fun. Every so often, cylinder 5 would show a misfire. Very inconsistent, but the coil pack's only, I think, like $50. I just said, whatever, I'll just put another one in it. I haven't gotten that light to, it wasn't even throwing check engine light, is the weird part. But it was showing pending every time I would see it. So, sorry guys. I just threw a new coil pack in it. Still running a little rough at idle. I think I'm going to put a new set of spark plugs in it. I'm sure they've never been changed. The other thing I did was I had to buy new wheel speed sensors because when I'm moving around in the driveway, the ABS will kick in at low speeds. And that's because this long part sticking out right here goes down inside of the wheel bearing. And the end of that little silver part's a magnet. It reads the tone ring. And what happens is this flat part up here above the O-ring where the Allen screw goes through sits flat up against the wheel bearing and has a tendency to get rust underneath it. After sitting for 7 years, it doesn't surprise me. Pushed it up just enough that now the truck's not reading, that magnet's not reading it right. So the truck doesn't really understand how fast it's going, so it thinks, hey, I need to kick the ABS in. Super annoying every time. It's done it enough times, and I'm pretty sure that I don't have any more brake line issues because it's kicked it in enough. I should have blown out another brake line if I had another problem. So I'm going to end up just replacing both of them because I actually broke the part that comes out below the O-ring. I actually broke that on the other one. It's going to be a real joy getting that out of the wheel bearing. I still have the kit for the air conditioning that I need to do. And you guys might be very surprised because it might get a little surprise, but it might be registered. Maybe. So maybe in the next video, you guys will actually get to see it driven for the first time in 7 years. I'm pretty excited about it. The other thing I ended up getting for it was needed some new windshield wipers desperately because they were toast. There's still some other things I got to do to it. The rear windshield wiper's not working. I'm not sure what's wrong. It's probably just froze up. I just got to take the plastic all apart, see what's going on back there. And the other thing, once it is registered, New York State, you get a 10-day temp for your inspection. After 10 days is up, you got to have it inspected. Well, the check engine light's been on enough. A buddy of mine at work gave me a scan tool. So the check engine light has not been on since I replaced that coil pack. And then it's been sitting for, well over a week now. I haven't even done anything with it, started it. But I'm going to have to drive it. And there's certain drive cycles you have to go through. O2 sensor, O2 heater, it's a whole bunch of different things that the truck reads, and it creates what's called a monitor. And the monitor has to be complete. With the year of this truck, I can only have one monitor that's not complete for it to pass inspection. So I've been checking that, and then once I, get it on the road again, we'll check them and see how many's left. Fingers crossed, I don't have any. I'm still kind of worried because the evap still occasionally tells me to tighten the gas cap. So I might have to buy a new gas cap for it. And if I do, I'm going to try and find an OEM one because I want it to have the if you haven't had laryngitis, I recommend getting it. It's a ton of fun. I want to get an OEM gas cap because I want it to have that string on it. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. The next episode is probably going to be the final episode of the build series of this, which I think will be part 8. It's not going to be the end of it because there's a bunch of stuff I still want to do to it. I want to get the middle jump seat in the front. I want to remove that. I want to get a center console put in it. A buddy of mine's got a 03 that he's going to probably end up junking, that I'm going to go like crazy and scarf a bunch of parts off of it before he junks it. The headlights on these are messed up. Somebody threaded the passenger side one all the way in, so the adjustment's off, and I can't fix it. I got them to come up because they were, cockeyed different directions and stuff, but I can't seem to get it to straighten out. The other thing I got to do is I got to get all this body work fixed. I want to get the rockers done because I plan on, with the price of diesel shooting through the roof all of a sudden in the last week, I plan on driving this a lot. Wintertime, I probably won't drive it hardly at all, just because it's being two-wheel drive. And I'm hoping, I'm sure it's not going to, but I'm hoping by then diesel will come back on the other end. Getting close to election time, so let's drive them diesel prices up. Drives me nuts. We were doing so good for a while around here. I think the lowest I paid was $3.82 a gallon. We come back from Maine, and it's now up to $4.59. I'm like, we're doing good back here at home, folks. So the old big truck's going to be sitting for quite a bit more, and this is going to be driven a lot more. So that's why everything's starting to speed up, and I'm trying to get it on the road quicker. So please like, subscribe. Big thing is subscribe. Because if I don't have enough subscribers, I can't deliver wonderful content like I plan on doing for you guys in the future. Obviously, this is a detailing channel, and, I will be detailing vehicles and discussing different techniques and tactics you guys can use. But I'm still going to look for vehicles like this that I can rebuild, sell, and flip. That's the big moneymaker here. I got this thing cheap enough. I'm still turning profit on it. I mean, if I was paying somebody all the stuff that I've been doing, oh no, I'd be losing my shirt off this deal. But I've made enough. I could turn a good profit on it. I like it too much. My wife doesn't like the idea of it, but I'm not getting rid of it. So again, please like and subscribe. Throw a comment down below if you want. You want to see something in the future? Throw what you want to see down there. And we'll catch you in the next one.